Cool. So, it's a different angle today. That's not bad. Great, so we'll go ahead and get started. So just find a space that you want to work with, and let's just go ahead and hop into it. We're gonna do butt kickers, so just kicking your butt, and let's say we're gonna do 30 each side. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good. Go ahead and grab your right knee. You're going to hug it towards your chest. Back down, other side, left knee. Good. We're going to do this 5 times each side. So for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, one more, 5, and 5. You're going to take your right foot, knee out, heel the stomach, back down, other side. Awesome. We're going to do this 5 times each side. 2. Oh, the sun is out. I thought it was going to rain all day. Such a nice surprise. 3, 4, one more, and 5. Good, lunging it out. This is my favorite stretch, as you can tell. We're gonna take this left foot back. Nice little lunge, and make sure that right knee is on top of that heel. Elbow by your shin, 5 reaches to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, knee down, hands on the floor. You're gonna take that foot out to the side. You're gonna pulse forward and back 5 times. So go for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Amazing, other side. So I'm gonna take my left foot forward, stepping that right foot back. 5 reaches to the ceiling. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Right knee down. I'm going to take my left foot out to the side. Hands planted underneath my shoulders, pulsing back and forward. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Staying on your hands and knees. Warming up the hip with some fire hydrants. So leading with that knee, goes out to the side and back in. And we're going to do 10 each side. So go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Other side. Left knee goes out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Go ahead and stand up. We're just gonna do one more thing before we hop in. Nice little squat. Let's do a reaching squat today. So finding those feet about hip width apart. I like to turn my toes slightly out. We're gonna reach up towards the ceiling, shoulders down. Try to keep those arms right by your ears. We're gonna do 10 squats. Let's go ahead and go for 1. Squeeze that butt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Short warm up today. We're going to do 3 exercises for our first circuit. Each one is going to work for 30 seconds, so you can work as fast as you want to, as slow as you want to. For the first one, you have two options. You can either do a regular split squat, or you can do a rear foot elevated split squat. So if I'm gonna do a regular split squat, I'm gonna have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm gonna squat all the way down and back up. Option here to add a pause before coming back up, or just going as fast as you can. If you want to use a table or a chair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my back foot. Yesterday I had a glass of water. I knocked it off my foot, so I'm making sure I didn't have any water. I'm going to take the rear foot back there, squatting down and back up. Again, either adding a pause at the bottom or just going down and up as fast as I can. We're just going to go ahead and start with that first move. And then once we move on to the second one, I'll show you there. So we just kind of get started already. So I get to use my phone today for my timer. So if you want to use a weight, you can use a weight. It's your workout. So go ahead and get started. On that first side, you got 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds of work. Turn my music up. That was down. I'm leaning slightly forward because I like to feel it burning in my butt. And my quad, but more in my butt. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Transition into that second leg. So I'm going to place my right foot on that table. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure you're breathing. You're halfway through this side. Got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. There we go. Great. You're gonna grab your band. Alex, since you don't have a mini band, Alex, I want you to come here and just bring your knees out and in. So you're just gonna do a squat with an abduction instead. Everyone else, if you have a band, use a band. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna do it seated. If you don't have something to be seated, you can do it standing, and I'm gonna place the band above my knee. So just above my knees. If I'm seated, I'm gonna have my feet planted, leaning slightly forward. I'm gonna bring my knees out and back in. Or if you don't have something to sit, wow, you're gonna squat and you're just gonna do it standing. Or you can do it standing without the band. You're gonna work for 30 seconds. So, prepare yourselves. We are abducting in 3, 2, 1, and go. I like to add a slight pause when I'm out. So working our outer glutes here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome, hands up. Moving into our final move, we're gonna do a forearm plank with toe taps. So I'm gonna bring you guys down. This works our abs as well as our glutes. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna come into a forearm plank here, and we're gonna try and lift that foot up and back down. Notice how I'm barely lifting off the floor, because if I'm kicking it, I kind of lose that engagement with my glutes. So everything is squeezed. All I'm gonna do is a little tap, pause, back down, little tap, If you just need to go do what you need to do, we're gonna work for 30 seconds. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. Everything stays nice and still, squeezing my abs, tapping that foot up, hold it as much as you can, or maybe you just do little taps. Four, 3, 2, 1, rest. Great. Those are your 3 moves. So you got your split squat, your abduction, and then your plank with toe taps. We're gonna go ahead and go back to your split squat. Move you guys up here. Beautiful. I'm gonna start with my left leg just to switch it up. So I'm gonna place my back foot up on that table. I'm gonna be squatting in 3, 2, 1, and go. But even though I don't have weight, I'm leaning over this leg. I'm kind of giving it some tension on that glutes, and by the end of 30 seconds, it's really screaming at me. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and squatting. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. If you have a band, you're going to place the band on. Above your knees. I'm going to sit back on my table. I'm going to have my feet planted, hip width apart. And when I do bring my knees out, my feet lift up ever so slightly, not too much. You're abducting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Either seated or standing. Knees out. Remember that pause. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Last exercise of the circuit. Bring it down so you can see me better. Okay, going into your toe taps. So forearm plank here. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, you're not kicking up, you're controlling it, you're squeezing that glutes to lift your foot up. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And we're just gonna do this one more time. Place you back up here. All right, here we go, final round. Again, if you're not having your foot here, nice little split squat you're working. Getting ready? 3, 2, 1, and split squat. You can also notice how I'm not locking out this front leg. Kind of keeping to soften the whole time. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, other side. All right, here we go. Set up, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Halfway. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Again, if you don't have a band, you're here for this next move. You go out, out, out. If you have a band, you're gonna place that on above your knees. I'm gonna try and find a heavier one. All right, above those knees, feet planted. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Last 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. Hands up, bring you down. All right, nice little plank, toe tap, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the plank tap, or if the toe taps aren't working for you, just hold your plank, work your abs. Three, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. All right, turning my music down. Moving on to our second circuit. Again, 3 exercises. Everything is working 30 seconds today. If you have a band, you're going to use your band and you're going to place it below your knees this time. If you don't have a band, you don't really need a band. What we're going to do is 1.5 squats. So bring it back up here. What you're going to do is have those feet about hip width apart. We're going to squat all the way down, halfway, all the way down, and back up. What you want to focus on is keeping your knees out against the band. You don't want your knees to buckle in. You're resisting out, so you're creating more attention to those glutes. So again, feet hip width apart, squatting all the way down, halfway, all the way down, and back up. If you have a weight, you can use a weight, or you can just use a band. Alex, if you want to use your band, what you're going to do is take your long band, you're going to step on it, you're going to bring it over your shoulders, here. You can do it this way. So it's over my head, placing on my back, here. Similar to those monster walks that you've done at the gym. So if you have a long band, that's an option. So I'm going to try and find my, there we go. We're going to go ahead and start with this exercise for 30 seconds. So I'm going to place my band just below my knees. cranking the tunes up. Here we go, 1.5 squats, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Smiling. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, hands off. So, what you're gonna do next, you have 2 options. You're either gonna do a single leg hip thrust or a single leg glute bridge. So I will show you your hip thrust. That's when you're gonna need a table or a chair. So what you're gonna think of is having your bra line on that surface here. I'm going to plant my heel down. I like to keep my toe up, making sure you're holding yourself up by your back, but you can rest those elbows down on the table to support you. From here, you're squeezing your butt up and then back down. This leg is not doing the motion, this booty is. Coming up and back down. If you don't want to do that, another option here is to do a single leg glute bridge. So again, I can do it on my table where it's elevated. So I'm going to have my foot on my table, hands by my side. I'm going to lift my tailbone up and back down. Or no table, just a regular single leg glute bridge on the floor. So you're going to choose what variation you want to do. I'm going to do a single leg hip thrust first to show you, and then I'll show you a different variation the next round. So go ahead and get set up, whatever you're going to do. Working 30 seconds each side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. If you're doing a hip thrust, you want your focus to follow you. So I'm looking forward and then I'm looking up towards the ceiling when I bring my hips up. Really squeezing that butt. Your butt should be on fire by the end of 30 seconds. Same thing for your bridge. Squeeze that butt. And 3, 2, 1, other side. Getting set up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going. And exhaling as I bridge up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Last exercise is your side plank abduction. So you have 2 options here. You can either be on your knee with your foot out to the side. Make sure your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. I'm going to abduct my leg up and down, or I'm coming into that full plank and doing the same thing, feeling a burn here and here. So go ahead and pick what variation you want. Getting started in 3, 2, 1, and go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. Setting up in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hit my table. Keep going. Timer's still going. This side is really gonna burn because your bottom glutes is burning as well as that top glutes. Last 10. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Going back to your wooden half squat. So you're gonna grab your bands. We're gonna place them just below your knees. This time we're just gonna transition one move to the other. Try not to run at a time today. So going back to your 1.5 squat. You got 3, 2, 1, and go. If you wanted to make this fancy, you could add a jump without your band. Please don't use your band. I think that would be hard. But you could do this without a band and you can jump it. But I really want to focus on my glutes today. So that's why it's a lot of band work and abduction. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bands off. This time I'm going to show you the single leg glute bridge. So if you want to do a thrust, do a thrust. But I'm going to do a single leg glute bridge so you can see what this looks like. So I'm going to place my foot kind of pressing up against my table. You got 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and bridge or thrust. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you're finding that side plank either on your knees or full extension. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure your hips aren't dropping down. You're really squeezing that oblique. Again, try to keep your toes pointing forward, parallel. It's a little motion. You don't want to kick it up. You really want to isolate that glute. Don't fall. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. I know it burns. Keep breathing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, we're gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna do the jumping variation of your squat. If you wanna join me, you can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a full jump squat, stand up, stand back down, and then jump. Just to get a little bit of cardio in. If you don't wanna do that, please keep your bands on and do the banded squat that we were doing before. So, I don't like that. Sorry. I cut my head off, but I'd rather you see my legs. Anyway. Final round, 1.5 squats. 1, and go. Sorry, I messed up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I'm going to go back to my single leg hip thrust. You're either thrusting or you're bridging. Setting up. You got 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we did a little bit more, but that's okay. Second side in 3, 2, 1, go. Really squeeze that butt. Five, 4, 3, 2. Give me one more for good magic. Thank you. All right. Last little side plank abduction. Again, you can either be here or here. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. You're abducting. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Last side of this, then you're done. We're gonna have a little finisher. We got some time. You're setting up in 3, 2, 1, and abducting. Remember to squeeze those obliques to help you stay lifted. Seconds, fight through it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing. How much time we have? Okay, we have 2.5 minutes left. We're gonna do something super quick. What we're gonna do is skaters. I'm gonna explain this really quick. We're gonna do skaters. So you're gonna jump side to side, or you're giving me a curtsy lunge, and then you're gonna go right down on the floor for frog pumps. So feet are gonna be together, knees out. You're gonna squeeze your butt up, 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 and up. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds, back and forth. Those frog pumps, the video is going to cut out, but that's okay. So we're gonna keep going. I don't care, set your own timer. We're gonna finish with skaters and frog pumps. So, here we go, skaters. 3, 2, 1, and go. So either jumping or stepping into a curtsy lunge. Also stretch after, because I'm not going to be able to stretch you. Five, 4, 3, 2, on the floor, frog frog pumps. The timer's still going. Keep going, froggy. You got 10 seconds. You got skaters and 3, 2, 1. Right into skaters. Again, the video cuts out. You're gonna finish this last one, 30 seconds each exercise, and then stretch. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, on the floor, frog pumps. Thank you so much for joining me. It's gonna cut out. I know. Frog pumping. Just frog pump until you don't hear my voice anymore.